Hello Virgo, it's Ashley. We're going to do your reading for October 10th. So this will be for that entire week. We're going to look at past, present, and future and see what's been going on for you and what might be coming in here in the next little bit. Looking good so far. So this may not resonate for every Virgo that watches. So make sure you check out your other placements and see what messages might be there for you. If you look down in the description box, there is a list for the schedule. So you can see what days I upload each of the elements each week. If that is not something you want to do, just hit that notification bell and you'll just get notified when anything gets uploaded to this channel. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. I love to hear from you. And let's get going here for Virgo. So this week, we've already experienced the new moon in Libra. Pluto has moved direct that same day. And now this week we have Saturn stationing direct. So things are slowly but surely starting to move. Mercury will still be retrograde this entire week, but next week he starts to move direct as well. So been quite the review period. Let's see, we have the Four of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles, the World, the Lovers, and the Chariot, the Page of Swords, the Tower, holy cow, and the Ace of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck we have Temperance. So this is Sagittarius energy. This is, the process of integration, healing. This can also be a card about, having to have patience. And it does look like in your past position that's been difficult. But the stuff that's coming in here is pretty crazy. So let's get started here. In the past we have here and now, but it's in the reverse. And so I actually think your opposing sign Pisces got this card for the October reading. And I pay attention to that because our opposing sign can often have qualities that we need to help stay balanced. But it's interesting that both Pisces and Virgo has gotten this recently. So definitely in a state of being dissatisfied with what's going on. This can be about reminiscing about the past, and it can be about dreaming about the future, but not really being super excited about what's going on right now. But it does talk about the fact that when we do that, we lose power. We leak power because really the only control we have is right now, right? But let's see how this is playing out. We have the Four of Cups, the World, and the Page of Swords. I do feel like you've definitely been in this place of being dissatisfied, emotionally dissatisfied, apathetic even at this time. Something about what's been going on with what you do have is no longer sparking joy within you. And there may be something that's coming in that you don't yet see or you didn't in the past, that's coming to kind of shake things up a bit and set you more on a positive trajectory here. We have the World, so I do feel like some sort of cycle has closed out here, and perhaps you even decided to close it out through some sort of communication, something that just was not floating your boat here. So let's get some more detail on what that's about. Here we have the Four of Cups. We have the Death card. And the High Priestess. With the World, we're getting the Page of Cups. And the World. And with the Page of Swords, we have the Hierophant. And the Two of Cups. So it feels like perhaps this could have been a love situation that ended. We do have the Hierophant, the Two of Cups, and the Page of Cups showing up here. It's as if you decided you wanted to end a commitment because it was emotionally dissatisfying. And perhaps there were even some things about it that you felt like were being hidden from you. Like maybe not all the truth was coming forward. And you do have a lot of Scorpio showing up here. Pisces, Taurus, and then the fixed signs here. Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo. But I think you've decided to end something here because it just wasn't what you wanted, or it was at one point and just sort of fizzled out. And it's interesting here. I feel like someone in this dynamic, perhaps a soulmate partner that you were committed to, could have been marriage, doesn't have to be. But it does feel like, one, you've both been teaching one another some spiritual lessons, for sure. But I feel like somebody here did not want it to end. But you were dissatisfied enough that it didn't matter. Because what I'm seeing here, you see, we have the Hierophant here, which is commitment, spiritual learning, kind of a higher commitment of some kind. And then on the Death card, I'm really noticing the Hierophant-like character sort of trying to fight off this Death Rider. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on these tiny little cards. So I do feel like somebody possibly tried to stop you from putting an end to this commitment. But it's almost like you knew somewhere deep down that it was already over, right? It just hadn't shown up on a physical level yet until you communicated this. So certainly flip-flop that if you're the one who received that communication. You know, take it as it resonates. In the present moment, we have miracles, ancient wisdom. So miracles, obviously, fantastic card to get here. Now, I do feel like it's coming in as a bit of a shock. We have the Ace of Wands, the Lovers, and the Tower. So could very well be a new beginning with someone here. But I want to get more detail and see why it's such a shocking experience. There we have the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the Six of Cups. Interesting. We have the Lovers with the Three of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. And with the Tower, we have the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups. So I kind of wonder if during the week of October 10th, so the present moment, if this past person that did not want this relationship to end finally comes forward and really speaks up on their truth, that they want to work on this, that they want to start afresh. I do feel like they don't want to quit here. With the Nine of Wands, they want to keep persevering, right? But you may feel a little bit guarded against this as well. And perhaps it's because it's not only been emotionally dissatisfying, but you felt like there was something being hidden from you. Now, I do feel like with this Ace of Swords coming in that same row, they speak up. So whatever is felt hidden or not quite right to your intuition, I feel like they bring that truth forward. Because I don't think they want to quit here. And I do feel like this person has a lot of love for you, and it could also be that, you know, you are their ultimate happiness. They see you as their lifelong partner here. Now, if this is not the person that things just ended with, it could be a soulmate from a long time ago, but I do feel like with it being the Six of Cups, it's probably someone you already know from the past. So just take it as it resonates. We have Gemini and Scorpio showing up here strongly in the present moment. Now in the future, we have the Star card. Isn't that pretty? And so some sort of destiny dream come true here. We have the Four of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Ace of Pentacles. I do feel like there's some hesitancy to move forward with this new beginning, but you have every ace on the board here after having the World show up twice. So some cycle has ended. Now, if it's a relationship that we were talking about for you, keep in mind, now, of course, what you do is up to you, but sometimes there's a cycle within that relationship that ends, and it doesn't have to mean that the relationship itself was completely over or needs to be, right? It's kind of up to you how that moves forward, obviously, but it could be that the lack of clarity or emotional fulfillment was some sort of spiritual experience that you were both experiencing that has now ended, and things start again. Again, this could be a new person, but it does feel like you're still a little bit guarded here. We have the Chariot, so somebody here wants to move on this and start with this new beginning. Here, what do we have? The Four of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. I think that the major concern here is, you know, things being just off balance in the past and you not wanting that to be the case anymore, right? You may have felt like you gave and gave and gave and gave and gave to this and it never did anything, and now you're kind of tapped out and you don't feel like you want to give to this if they're not going to reciprocate, right? The Chariot, getting the Two of Swords, and the Star card again. So there's something here you're not quite seeing. And I think what it is that you have the power to take control of where this goes. It may feel like it's not within your control. And something to consider is that perhaps the way you were approaching it in the past, by like giving and giving and giving, is the cycle that needed to end, right? So that you're bringing to the table what you're able to bring to the table without tapping yourself out. And by taking that control, it kind of alters the trajectory of this relationship. The Ace of Pentacles, we have the Seven of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So again, some guarded energy here. I don't know that you're going to go for this. It kind of feels like you've shut down on this situation and that perhaps you're not really wanting to give it another try here. Obviously, you need to follow your own intuition and knowledge in order to make a decision for yourself. But with the Seven of Swords and the Queen of Swords here coming in with that Ace of Pentacles, it could very well be that you just feel like you need to go off on your own and start your own new beginning here. Another thing that I'm getting from this is that I think you're taking a hard stance. You know, the Queen of Swords does not mess around. And I think you're taking a hard stance in communicating the fact that you're not going to tolerate anything that's not completely honest and above board. Like you're not messing around anymore with drama and conflict and childish behavior, essentially. And it does feel like with the pages showing up here, we have the Page of Cups, the Page of Swords, and the Six of Cups. It could feel like the person that you're dealing with in this soulmate connection is just not as mature as you are. You know, there's no knights here. There's no kings here. We have feminine strength with the High Priestess, the Queen of Swords. But, you know, there's no kings on this board here. And that doesn't mean I'm only reading for a woman. I'm just saying the intuitive aspect of you seems very strong here. It's the action-taking aspect of you and this dynamic, which would be the masculine, that's not showing up very strongly here. And so I would say outside of this potential relationship situation that's going on here, we have, like I said, all four aces. and this Miracles card. So I think that there's more than just love opportunity here. We have the Three of Pentacles. So it could be work improvements, collaborations coming in. Yeah, but I think you're definitely getting out of this ambivalence, this apathetic, bored, dissatisfied energy. If you're not already feeling things shift, it's going to. So there's that. I hope that was helpful, Virgo, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.